All right, good morning, folks. We are almost wrapped up with our retesting, and I'm kind of disappointed, kind of not surprised. My squat still hitting, three reps for 315. Overhead press, the third rep was a little shaky, but we got it. Same thing for bent over rows. Uh, but I've feel like I've lost strength. Where I was benching 215 for three. I only had it for one, but at the same time, like I felt like the humidity in the gym was awful, so like my hands were actively slipping on the bar as I was pressing. So maybe I could recheck it. Same thing with deadlifts, where I hit like 280 for three. Now I'm hitting 285 for one, so maybe that's about the same. And then lat pull down got lost, so I still have to retest my strap deadlift, but we'll see how that goes. And again, it's like my deadlift has been super inconsistent. So I think what I've really unfortunately done is lost my intensity during my workouts. So we're gonna try and see if we can't get that back today. So this is where at one point I knew I was able to overhead press the 70-pound kettlebell, at least with my right arm, for one rep. So we're gonna see if that's the case. Can I overhead press the Bowflex dumbbells for sets of 8? And I think that going forward, I am probably going to switch over to. I got to do a couple things. I got to either switch back to a little more intensity here in the home gym, and or go more sort of failure both at both the home gym and when I'm at the gym itself. So we got this rolling. Maybe do a quick warm up here. But the gist of it being, right, I haven't been making good progress in these last two rounds. Probably just because I've not been pushing myself as much. Um, like I think the mistake I made this round was I'm looking for 80%, I'll say, of like the total. If it's my 12 rep max, let's go 10 because it's easier math. Ideally, I would hit 3 sets of 10 at my 10 rep max. That doesn't happen, so hitting like 80% of that does make sense. So if we have 30, then it'd be a 24 rep max. So the thought being like, okay, I hit 10 on the first set, 8 on the second set, 6 on the third set, so you get 24, and I'm trying to hit that or above. I was like, you know what? Let me reverse that. Let me do 6 on the first one, set 8 on the second one, 10 on the last one. Or do something like, oh Lord, I can't do math. So if we're looking for 24, then I would do like 7, 7, and 10. So I wasn't really pushing myself as much. So I think I got to switch back to that because of that, like working to near failure or within 1 to 2 reps of true failure. Alrighty, so if we pick this guy up, right, so I pretty much get the 1 rep on that. So based off of math, I should be able to do about 3 sets of 8. pat downs here. Flip side, me losing some strength does make sense, unfortunately, because I have been cutting back on my calories, and I know I have not been as consistent with my general workouts, which I'm, disappointed by, but that's life. I feel very capable in my day-to-day functions, but again, it's just, personal goals and whatnot. All right, so we're gonna try and do 3 sets of 8 of overhead presses, and just to try and take about a minute to a minute and a half in between. But first, we gotta pet the kitty. Give him a big old stretch. Oh yes, yes. Where's your You go work out too. Alright. Apparently 53 is not it. Alright. So we got it down to 50. So I will count that as 1 set on the right arm. We'll go for 50 on the left. But this is where maybe that idea of like I have the general strength to do these lifts. I just don't have the hypertrophy or muscular endurance. And yeah. So going to try and maintain the intensity that I used to have in the gym, knowing that the consistency is still going to be a challenge. Because this is 50. All right, yeah, I did feel better. So same deal. We've done about 1 set per arm. But wait a minute. So I was like, I don't think I've even gotten out of breath during these workouts. So some changes are coming where I really just need to focus on being intentional instead of being like, So hopefully that sparks a positive change while we kind of keep up with this weight loss. All right. thing. It take about a minute. Yeah. Overall, I will expect more out of breath conversations with myself. Okay. Okay. We're going to take a slightly longer break. I hear Mr. Bones making some noises over here. Oh, there you go. Where'd you go? He's a little bit of a whippersnapper, getting himself into trouble. So that's gonna be the plan. I might adjust this that I go for 3 sets of 10, so the weight's just a smidge lighter. And the thought of being, build it up to 12, restart at 10, build up to 12, so on and so forth. And if we are hitting 12, we go for 15. If we're hitting 15, we go for 20. And that may be where I switch back to, at some point, try and go back to intervals, or longer intervals than I've been doing recently. All right. So I got probably stuck with 45 and done like 8, 8, and 7, or 3 sets of 8. And then the goal would have been to go 8, 8, 9, or 8, 8, 9, and then eventually build up to 8, 8, 10, and try and hit that for a few workouts before I bump up the weight. So I hit 6 on the right arm. We're just gonna take another minute and finish up with our left. But, yes sir, that generally right I am, what? Generally, I get a little more, I know I work my shoulders now, whereas I've been doing some of the shoulder work and I'm like, don't really feel anything working. Good stuff. So, not as long of a workout, but definitely not something I've done in a while. So, those are the changes I'm going to go for. If you join me, did what I did, great. You did your own thing, great. You're just starting, looking for ideas, motivation, discipline, our community to support you is what we're here to do. Help each other be a little better every day. So, good job today. Keep working hard. We'll see you next time.